Here we have a SAT math question. There is a table given over here. If f of x and g of x are linear functions, at what value of x will f of x be equal to g of x? Okay, in the above table we have values for x and the function f of x and g of x. Since both are linear functions, we can find both the functions f of x and g of x in slope intercept form. So once we get the functions f of x and g of x, we can equate them and solve for x, because our question is asked us to find the value of x for which f of x is equal to g of x. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the function f of x. Okay, so for that I'm going to consider the 2 points we have for the function f of x. The first point is when x equals to 3, f of x is 236. Actually, f of x is nothing but the value of y. So the first point is going to be 3, 236, and the second point is going to be 11, 212. It's over here. Okay, now to get the linear function f of x and slope intercept form, first we need slope. So to get the slope, we can use the formula to find slope of a line which is joining the 2 points. So here we have 2 points. We can consider the first point as x1, y1, and the second point over here as x2, y2. So the formula to find the slope m equals to y2 negative y1 over x2 negative x1. So here the value of y2 is 212 negative 236 over, so 11 negative 3. So like when I simplify 212 and 212 negative 236, so I am getting negative 24. In denominator, I am getting 11 negative 3, that is 8. So 8 goes into 8 one times and 8 goes into 24 3 times. So the slope of the linear function f of x is just negative 3. Okay, now let me write the linear function f of x, that is f of x equals to, or f of x, or we can I can write y. So y equals to mx positive b. So here m can be replaced by the slope what we got for f of x, that is negative 3x positive b. Okay, still we need the y coordinate of the y-intercept, that is the value of b. So for that we can use one of these 2 points, either the first point or second point. We can plug in into this equation to solve for b. So let me use the first point, that is 3, 236. That is I have to plug in the y coordinate 236 for y over here. Then I'm getting 236 negative 3 times for this x. I have to plug in the exponent, that is 3 positive b. So 236 equals to negative 3 times 3 is going to be negative 9 positive b. Now to solve for b, I have to add 9 to both sides to get rid of this negative 9. Let me add 9 to both sides. When I add, so negative 9 positive will cancel out. When I combine 236 and positive 9, I'm getting 245 as the value of b. Okay, now I got the value of b. Now let me write the function, the linear function f of x. So it can be written as y mx plus positive b. So here let me write it, f of x equals to, the value of m already we got in negative 3, that is negative 3x, positive the value of b, just now we got it, that is 245. Okay, now I got the linear function f of x. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the other linear function g of x. So for that we can consider the 2 points from the table, 3, 60, 11, 100. Let me write it over here, g of x. So the 2 points are 3, 60 and 11, 100. So we can say this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So then slope equals to y2 negative y1, which is 100 negative 60 over x2 negative x1, that is 11 negative 3. So we get 40 over 8, which is equal to 5. So now I got the slope of the line g of x, that is 5. We can write in slope intercept form, that is y equals to mx positive b. So for m we can plug in 5, then we get 5x positive b. Okay, still we have to get the y coordinate of the y-intercept b. For that we can use one of the 2 points we have over here. So let me use the first point, that is I have to plug in this x coordinate 3 for x over here and y coordinate 60 for y over here. So when I do so, I'm getting 60 equals to 5 times 3 positive b. So then I'm getting 60 equals to 5 times 6 15 positive b. Let me subtract 15 from both sides. So when I do so, this positive 15 negative 15 cancel. I'm getting 16 negative 15 is 45 equals to b. Okay, now I got the y coordinate, y-intercept of the y-coordinate of the y-intercept for the linear function g of x. Now let me write the function g of x over here. So g of x equals to mx positive b. So here m is the slope, we got it, it's 5, so 5x positive. The value of b is 45, that is the y-coordinate of the y-intercept. Okay, now I got both the linear functions f of x and g of x. So according to the question, what I have to do is I have to find the value of x when f of x is equal to g of x. So let me equate them. So f of x equals to g of x. Okay, we know that f of x equals to negative 3x positive 245 and g of x is equal to 5x positive 45. Let me write it. Okay, so now I equated both the functions f of x and g of x. Now I have to solve for x in this equation. So for that I'm adding 3x to both sides. Let me add it. So negative 3x positive 3x will cancel. I'm getting 245 equals to, here when I combine 5x and positive 3x, I'm getting 8x positive 45. Let me write the same equation over here. 245 equals to 8x positive 45. Okay, since my aim is to solve for x, I have to isolate x. For that I subtract 45 from both sides. When I do so, this positive 45, negative 45 will cancel out. And when I simplify this one, I'm getting 200 equals to 8x. Now I divide both sides by 8. So this 8 will cancel out. When 200 is divided by 8, it's just 25. On the right side, we just have x. Okay, now I got the value of x, that is x equals to 25, for which the given two linear functions f of x and g of x are equal, and we find this value of x is, that is 25, in option A. So the correct answer choice for this question is option A.